Hello and welcome. My name is TyrionLanstr. Folks, I'm really excited to talk about this season's Ultimate Conquest. I really think it's going to be a great season, and I want to start out by talking about some of the changes that were made to the rewards. Specifically, as many people know, the Alliance Conquest, the individual elimination award was the Dragon's Crown Fragment. You can get up to 100 if you were in first place, and as we can see, that is now completed. So Alticio will be getting first place, Peacetown second, and so on. You can see all the people that got those shards, good for them. They all worked obviously very hard to get a lot of elimination points this season. But now that we're starting the Ultimate Conquest, it's a little bit different. So now the individual eliminations are only going to be for the top 10, and as you can see, the first place person only gets 20. I think that this is a good change, and I'll say why in a second. But they've altered it because they've added it as an alliance reward. So the first place alliance will actually get 30 of the Dragon's Peak fragments for all of their members, all the way down to just 5 if you're one of the first eliminated. Now, I think that this is a really good change because it incentivizes people to, go hard, go for the eliminations, but also to prioritize winning. I think that for the longest time, people have discussed the fact that the first place rewards are just not all that good. I mean, great, you get, 5 more Simon medals, but at the end of the day, that's just not, to most people, enough to matter for the amount that it costs to go hard in Alliance Conquest and the Ultimate Conquest season. This resulted in a lot of people kind of just not worrying that much about their placement and just trying to get to the Ultimate Conquest season and then get as far as they can but spend as little as possible to get there. I think that these fragments and having an increase at every single stage will really incentivize people to go harder and to try to get as far as possible, since each time you win a match, you get another Dragon's Peak fragment for all of your members. I think this is a good change overall, and I'm really excited for people to start unlocking this castle exterior. I will say that, just realize I don't know that people know this, but you can basically look at this as how many wins did you get, and then obviously wins in the upper bracket kind of counting as 2, with the exception of the first round, but no wins is the last one, 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 wins, and so on. Okay, so with that in mind, I want to quickly talk about my predictions. I'm not going to go through every single match, but I already kind of set them, and I want to talk about a few key matches and kind of why I think they're going to go the way they are. So the first round, I think these are pretty predictable. DEP will win. WTF and LEG, I think WTF will win. NBE should have no problem with Ashe. NFI shouldn't have too much of a problem with WTP, although I will say this is probably a close one. But I think NFI shouldn't have too much trouble. WTP lost a few people who joined DEP for this, so I think that they're low on some of their stronger members. BDR won't have an issue with HOH, XBC won't have an issue with NTC, N3O will beat NW1, and I think that this is probably the most interesting match, but FDH, I think, will come out on top of KAC. I think I'm pretty confident that FDH will win that. Okay, next round, DEP will have no problem with WTF. I think DEP will win it all, by the way. I think that they have too much power right now. I mean, if you look at what they have, and they have 22 million, they're kind of exceedingly strong right now, and it's because a lot of people, as I just discussed, really want to win so they get more of those fragments. I think NBE shouldn't have trouble with NFI. They're very, very strong and very good. I'll tell you that XBC is not going to contest BDR for this one. We're not going to try to beat them. BDR will definitely win that. N3O and FDH will be a great match, but I do think N3O will probably win. LEG shouldn't have an issue with WE. Ashe shouldn't have... Ashe WTP will be close, but I think Ashe will come out on top. Like I said, WTP is missing a few people. It'll be a close one. This is one that I would highlight. Some people may think otherwise, but I actually think WTP is missing some people, and I think Ashe is going to come out on top. HOH shouldn't have an issue with NTC, NW1, and KAC. It'll be a good match. I don't know. I'm honestly on the fence about this one. It's a close one. I kind of think NW1 will win it, but it definitely could go either way. WTF shouldn't have an issue beating LEG. NFI shouldn't have an issue beating Ashe. Us versus HOH, that'll be a really close one, but I trust us to beat HOH. And then FDH shouldn't have an issue with NW1. DEP will win that. BDR and N3O, they've faced each other a few times, and BDR tends to win. So I think I have faith in them doing it again here. BDR is really, really good, so I think BDR will beat N3O. Okay, WTF and NFI. I think this is an interesting one. I have WTF winning, but it could definitely go either way. But right now, I think it'll be WTF. XBC and FDH. I mean, I think FDH will probably win this one, but I just don't want to pick against us just yet. Like, I kind of want to believe that we can pull it off. I don't really think we will, but I think it's fun to dream. And who knows? I think this is probably wishful thinking, honestly. I don't know. I'm tempted to change it. It would make me change everything. I think FDH will probably win this for everyone else, but I wanted to pick XBC just because it'd be awesome if we did win, and that'd be very exciting. Okay. I think DEP will be able to beat BDR, but it'll be a great match. I think that N3O, oh, by the way, NBE shouldn't have trouble with WTF, and I think that we won't even contest N3O. N3O shouldn't have an issue with NBE. BDR and N3O, kind of same as before. I think BDR will come out on top, and I think DEP, again, will win that at the end. So I kind of know I just kind of speed ran this. I know people always ask to see what they are, and I wanted to go through it, as well as talk about some of the new changes and why those are the way they are. But yeah, I do think DEP is going to come out on top. They just have too strong of a lineup. I mean, they just have kind of all the really crazy strong accounts. They added in like CCPC, Maromia, like, you know, just, yeah, they're crazy. I don't really think anyone's going to be able to beat them. If anyone can, it's BDR, but I think it'll probably be DEP without much of a problem. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed seeing my predictions. I'm going to go ahead and lock this in, actually. There we go, confirmed. We will definitely see what happens, but really excited about these rewards. Based on where I said we would end up, I think that would have us being in either the 7 to 8 or the 5 to 6 range. Either way, be very, very happy. Would love to get some more of those Dragon's Peak fragments. And I'll just note for everyone, I think that there's kind of an interesting jump between 7, 8, and 5, and 6. If you notice, it's kind of an increase of 3, increase of 2, increase of 5, increase of 3, increase of 2, increase of 5, increase of 5. Obviously, the last two are bigger, but this random increase of 5 here is kind of noteworthy and makes me really, really want to make that jump to get into the 15 category. But anyway, it'll be a long time before anyone actually has Dragon's Peak unlocked, but for now, definitely a very exciting reward for everyone to be getting. Alright folks, until next time, my name is TyrionLanstr, and I'll see you then.